I faked having epilepsy, but it turned out I actually have epilepsy. When I was 13, I was awful in school. I had bad grades. I was diagnosed with ADHD. Eventually the teachers pulled me and my parents in and basically said I was a shit show at school and they wanted to know why. I didn't want to tell my parents that it was because I spent all my time messing about. So I made up about having spells where just blacked out and couldn't remember anything. I think I'd actually just seen an episode of Casualty where someone was having absence seizures. Looking back, obviously I know this was wrong thing to do, but in a way it saved my life. My parents took me to the doctor for blackouts, and I remember I was absolutely shitting it, because I knew my parents would be finding out I'd lied as soon as I got the tests. They knew I was lying already, but it turned out on the EEG I actually did have bursts of seizure activity when I hyperventilated. The MRI also showed something on the brain that is harmless, but that's a common feature in epilepsy patients. When all these tests came back I was in shock, but I remember I was actually buzzing that I did have epilepsy because my parents wouldn't find out I lied. I was having blackouts, I just didn't know I was having them, and when I couldn't remember stuff I just put it down to the ADHD. I got on medication and got extra time in my tests. Being 13 having an epilepsy diagnosis was a big win. Now at 20, I know that it really is not a big win. Epilepsy is horrible. I'm lucky to only have focal seizures, but even